How are you doing? This is Martin from Gardens for Life. I'm going to introduce to you rhubarb. Some of you will know our new front garden, and it's only been here since about 3 or 4 months ago, and we planted everything, especially the rhubarb plants, from 2-litre pots. The best way you can support the channel is by just giving us a thumbs up. We'd highly appreciate it. Thanks a million. I mean, some of the leaves are absolutely huge, and take a look. Take a look at that. Isn't that fantastic? I know what you're thinking. You shouldn't be picking rhubarb after midsummer, because all rhubarb varieties except for one actually turn poisonous after midsummer, because the oxalic acid starts retreating from the leaf, actually travels back down through the stalk into the root. There's only one variety that doesn't do that, and it's called Glaskins perpetual. So you can harvest rhubarb any time of the growing season, all the way until, well, now it's mid-October, and check it out, you can still get healthy stalks. Some of you will know our new front garden, and it's only been here since about 3 or 4 months ago, and we planted everything, especially the rhubarb plants, from 2-litre pots, and they weren't even actually doing that well in those pots because we had a few droughts. Take a look. So all I do with the stalk after harvesting, you simply cut the leaf off with a garden knife, and that's all there is to it. When you're harvesting your rhubarb stalks, you don't want to use a knife to cut them off from the plant. You have to kind of pull them, or like kind of twist them off, so that you're getting a clean cut, or actually no cut, just because the plant will actually know that the leaf is gone and will not create any kind of disease issues. And by the way, the same thing goes for asparagus as well. You don't ever cut asparagus because the plant stops producing. You simply pull them in the same manner as rhubarb. Pull it and twist it, and that's it. You can see how it's a very clean breakaway, and there's no trouble. The plant can easily recover from that. Look where the other stalk was. It'll be fine there. But if you can imagine, if you were to cut that, it'll leave it wide open for disease to get in. You can also extend the rhubarb season by simply processing some of it, by either cutting it up and freezing it, or you could even make some jam. After cutting the leaf off, I simply throw them down somewhere near our garden bed and just smother the grass for a couple of weeks. I just want to show you the couple of beds that we have here that were planted a little bit earlier than the other ones, although they seem to be receding back down into the ground already. And look at them. I mean, they're all planted from 2-litre pots as well, in June actually. There's a lot of rhubarb here, but of course that's going to recede. As you can see, some of the leaves have been discarded already. But generally speaking, there's no maintenance at all with rhubarb, only keeping them weed free, but that's easy done once you cover the whole ground all around them with a layer of wood chips, and then you only have about 1% as many weeds as you otherwise might. So this is actually another bed that we planted up with rhubarb only about a month and a half ago or so, and you can see the plants have gotten absolutely enormous. The recommended planting density for rhubarb is actually 1 metre and centre in the bed. Well, we certainly planted way too many here in this bed. We are going to actually dig up these stools or roots again in the middle of winter and use them elsewhere, maybe pot them up or sell them off on our website. We just want to make use of this new garden and these 15 new garden beds just for the rest of the growing season. It's coming along nicely as well. But we'll show you this garden in another video with a bit more detail. Now, I better not forget these here, because otherwise we won't be having any rhubarb pie. There are, of course, other varieties of rhubarb. For example, some of the classic ones would be Victoria and Champagne. and there are some other ones too. And we are growing some of them here, but we find that the Glasgow Perpetual is actually just as good as any. The flavour is really good, it's really tender, and of course it has its obvious advantage. The harvest period is much longer than any other rhubarb variety. Thanks a million for watching the video, really appreciate it, and please give us a thumbs up if you don't mind. If you're looking for rhubarb crowns, we have some available on our website as part of our winter selection. Thanks a million, bye bye.